Hey guys, I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my savings challenges. If you've seen my previous video, I can link it up in the cards. I did do a bit of an Etsy haul, and I have bought a couple of saving challenges. So today's video I'm going to be focusing on the saving challenges that I bought from DeeDee Louise. I will be linking her channel below. I don't know if I can link it up in the cards. If I can, I'll link it up there as well. She's got an amazing channel and I've been following her journey with budgeting for the past couple months. So when I seen she'd posted a video about her new saving challenges that are coming out, I decided that I was going to snag the older ones, different ones, and I picked a bundle of 5. If you didn't see my previous video, these are the 2 that I'm going to be focusing on today, which is the Emergency Fund Challenge and the Vitamin D Fund Challenge. But I also did pick the Digit Fridays, the Be Debt Free, and the 52-week challenge. So these 2 at the back here, I'm not going to be starting at the moment. I am considering starting the Digit Fridays. I'd never actually seen this challenge before, and when I watched her video explaining these challenges, I seen that what you're supposed to do with the Digit one is at every Friday, whatever the last digits in your bank account are, you would put them into like a savings pot online, like within your bank. So if you had £105 and 10 pence, you would save the £5 and 10 pence in a separate pot and leave your account just with the 100. And you would do that every week, and those small amounts would slowly build up. I've noticed with the penny challenge, the same thing is happening. Like the small amounts really do build up into large savings. So I am considering starting this one as well. However, I am doing a digital penny challenge within my bank account, so I don't know if it's going to be too much to budget for at the moment, but I'm going to see about this one. But for today's video, I am going to be doing these 2 challenges. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the Emergency Fund Challenge. So as you may know, if you followed the channel, I do already have a emergency fund sinking fund that I was stuffing. I have got the envelope here. So I was putting £30 at least a month into that envelope, and in the end of, what month was it, last month? So it'll be the end of March, we'd saved £170 in there. So with that in mind, I'm going to use the money from here, and we'd also stuffed £40 into this envelope. I am going to be taking £30 of the money that was in my challenge box, so there's now no money in here. I've got it all in a little stack here, so all my envelopes are empty, and what I'm going to be doing is using these envelopes to stuff the emergency fund challenge into, just to make it a bit more fun for myself and like to give these envelopes a purpose. I'm not ready for the 52-week challenge at the moment. The thought of saving £52 in a week, it's just not going to happen at the moment. But what I am prepared to do is put my emergency fund into this little challenge box, give it a purpose, and make the saving for an emergency fund a bit more fun. That's why I've picked up these challenges, because while I'm saving and I'm enjoying seeing the money build up, I did want to make it a little bit more fun for myself. And it's nice to support other creators and other people that are passionate about budgeting as well. And I really like the aesthetic of these. So if you do want to pick these up yourself, I will have a link to our Etsy shop and to our YouTube channel down below. And it's just nice to support other people that are doing stuff that you appreciate. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to start with the emergency fund. So £200 is what we've got in our emergency fund, and I am going to be, will I use a dry erase marker? Will that work? I tested a Sharpie on here to make sure I'd be able to get the Sharpie off, but I kind of want to use colours and I only have a black Sharpie. Yeah, let's do that. So basically what I'm going to be doing is stuffing each triangle for £20. So that means that once I have filled in this full challenge, we will have saved £1,000, which is actually the goal of my emergency fund at the moment. I know our monthly bills are just over 1,000 when sinking funds and stuff are included. But I think if we were to take it back to bare bones, bare essentials, if we were cancelling Netflix and it got to the stage where we were literally living bare bones, I think £1,000 would at least cover us for 2 months. So I would need to sit and work that out, but at least a month would be covered. So that's what I'm working towards at the moment. How are all you guys doing? Are you guys doing challenges and stuff? Like, I was starting to struggle a little bit just doing budgeting. Feeling a bit not defeated, but just wasn't going as well. And like, because I watched so many other people doing budgeting and I get inspired by other people, it just was starting to feel a bit like I wasn't doing very well. Seeing other people's savings, and I mean, everyone's situation is different, and I do need to remember that when I'm looking at other people's videos and how much they're able to put into their sinking funds, and they're stuffing their sinking funds for the week, and that's how much I'm putting in for the month. Like, it does get a bit like disheartening for me, but I do need to remember that me and my partner have our own situation. We have our own debt and our own life, and whatever we're doing is not going to be the same as the next person. So it is something that I need to bear in mind when I'm worrying about these kind of things. But I am just that type of person to be like worrying about everything and thinking that I'm not doing I'm not doing my best. And I don't know, I've just been like using shopping as a way to cope again, and I realised it. So I purchased I don't know if you know the online shop Lucy and Yak. I'd purchased a dungaree, like jumpsuit dungaree from them, and it was £52 reduced to 32, I think. So that's what made me make the purchase. And then it came up, and I think it was £35 for free shipping. And I was like, oh well, I'll just throw in a t-shirt then. And then before I knew it, I'd spent over £80. I got trousers, 2 t-shirts, the dungarees, and because I had been looking at their website for such a long time, and by the time I got to paying for the order, I just done it automatically and didn't think twice about it. And I'm so disappointed in myself because I had been wanting the dungarees for such a long time. Paying the shipping would not have killed me. And I wish that I had just, instead of adding more things, don't get me wrong, I love the t-shirts that I got, and I did send the trousers back because I didn't love them. I liked them, but I didn't love them, so I was like, no, you need to go back. I'm not paying £30 for trousers that I don't love. But my point is that I've just felt disappointed in myself for letting the shopping get to me like that, because I used to do that all the time, and it felt like I was just going back to my old ways. And we'd a new rule where we were trying to do 1 takeaway a month. In the past, like, we'd been on holiday a couple of weeks ago, but since we've come back, I've had a few takeaways, and it's only been a couple of weeks, and I don't know, I think when you're feeling sad, you kind of let yourself away with it a bit more, or at least I do. I feel like I deserve a treat, and I deserve that little bit of happiness, but I think you forget when the happiness doesn't last a long time when you do something like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be popping £20 into each little envelope here. I'm just going to keep chatting. I know this might be too chatty for some of you. Oh, I'm just going to count the money that's here as well. Give me 2 little seconds. 20, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92. So this money is going into the emergency fund, and we're going to set the rest aside. That's going to be for the next challenge that I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, so basically, if this is too chatty of a video for you, like, please let me know in the comments and I'll bear that in mind the next time. I just feel like kind of opening up a bit to you guys about the fact that I'm struggling with budgeting and I'm struggling with sticking to it. And I don't know, obviously I see all these other people budgeting and they go into so much more detail. I feel like maybe that's where I'm letting myself down. Like I've put a grocery budget, but that's it. I don't have anything else accounted for. And then when I do go to Primark or B&M or Wilko or I get my lunch at work, I don't have a budget for that. Like that's just coming out of my personal money. It's not accounted for. I've not thought about it in advance, and I think that's where I'm kind of letting myself down. I don't know, you can let me know what you think down below if you have any advice. Like I would love to hear it. I'm just feeling a bit disheartened. Oh, got 2 envelopes there. And I'm glad that one of the things that I did do was buy things on Etsy, because whilst that was still me using a bad coping strategy, like purchasing things when I don't really need it. Like I don't need a savings challenge. Like you've seen my penny challenge if you've been following the channel. I writ it out myself. I don't have a printer, so I didn't print it out or anything. I didn't buy it, and that is because I didn't want to spend money to save money. But I'm happy to support other creators, and I wish that me purchasing things from other people was enough. I would rather do that than go to B&M and spend 30 quid on rubbish, like that stuff that I don't need, that I'm not going to use. Like at least with this I will use it, and I'm excited to have it, and it's not just going to be like, oh, now that it's arrived in the post, I'm never going to look at it again. Do you know what I mean? Like so many stuff has been like that. I did also get my new folders here. So the bottom one I've had for a while, that's just got a notebook in it, but these 3 at the top here are going to have wallets in. I'm going to make a separate video talking through what's going into what binder and how I'm separating out my envelopes now, because I have changed up a little bit. I felt like I was getting a bit stale in what that I was doing, and when I thought about doing the savings challenges, I felt a bit restricted just having this one, like this binder in particular, and I wasn't really doing it properly, like with sinking funds and stuff. I didn't have it split off into like long term, short term stuff that is like a weekly occurrence. I should have in a separate place, do you know what I mean? So like it can be separated for my brain as well. So that is something that I've thought about, and I will link these in the description down below. I will have linked everything that I purchased in the video that I done previously about my Etsy haul. These are from Amazon, they're not from Etsy, but I will have linked everything in that video if you do want to see anything. Oops. The only thing that's kind of annoying about these is that they don't fit in the zipper envelopes as well. Like I think they're more suited for an envelope that you just slide it into, because this gets in the way a little bit, but as you can see, like they fit in there perfect, and they're really nice, and they're blank on the back. So just if you were curious about anything, you can let me know down below and I can hopefully answer it, or direct you to DeeDee. She will obviously know what's going on better than I do. So when it comes to the vitamin D fund, I've decided that this is going to be the start of my honeymoon fund. I say the start because £600 isn't exactly a lot of money. Well, it is a lot of money, just not a lot when you're thinking about a holiday. And we're planning on not having a very big wedding and actually spending money on a honeymoon, because that's what's important to us, to have a week or 2 away, enjoying ourselves and making experiences. That's what we're excited to do, so that's kind of our plan. So basically £10 of this came from the money that I had in these little envelope challenge box. So that's that £10. And then I've got 10, 20, 30, 40. So this £40 was in my wedding envelope. I've taken it out of the wedding envelope because I wanted to focus on doing a saving challenge, and if we do this challenge and some of the money gets spent on the wedding, that's fine, because it was intended for the honeymoon. So in my mind, the wedding and the honeymoon kind of go hand in hand. So I've decided to put all of this money into the challenge box. I took the £10 out of here just so as I could have the emergency fund be in 20s, because obviously, like, that's what each triangle was going to be. Can't believe how nice and full that little challenge box looks now. It's so exciting seeing it like that. So my plan with the vitamin D fund is I'm going to start off with a 50. Normally when I would do a challenge, I would start with the smallest amount and get the most amount of squares covered. But I think this time around I'm going to try and knock off some of these 50s, because I know that they're going to be the hardest for me to get. Putting £50 in 1 month or 1 week or whatever is a lot of money for me. So to be able to do it to start off with, it knocks off one of the big ones for me, and I think that just makes the most sense for me personally. So now we only have 2 more 50s and then it's 30, so that seems more manageable to me. And I'm just going to pop this money into the envelope with the challenge, so we'll just stick it in here. So that's going to get us £600, and DeeDee Louise did say in her video that you can do the challenge more than once if you need more than £600, do you know what I mean? And I thought that's a perfect idea. So I'm really happy with these challenges, and I'm really excited to potentially be starting other ones as well. And the Christmas one, that's coming soon. That will hopefully be my next video, where I'm going to be explaining to you what I'm doing with my Christmas fund. So if you are interested in that or any other budgeting videos from myself, I really hope you do stick around and subscribe to the channel. I've loved talking to you today, and if you do have any questions, do comment them down below if you have any advice. I know I was quite chatty in this video, but there was just some things I've been thinking about in terms of budgeting, and I thought I would share it with you guys. So if you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up as well, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys. Bye.